Alright everyone, as you can see, it is only me. Just me. Courtney, I don't even know where she is. She was like, you gotta get to work and do all this. So, well, here I go. I'm gonna work all by myself and no one else. Don't come in the shot. No one else is gonna be here. So, here we go.
Don't do the wink. Okay guys, so my amazing husband decided I was taking too long. And so he decided...
She's eating bonbons inside, sitting around.
No, so I had to do some other stuff. So Brad so lovingly said he was gonna help me. So he came out here and he is digging up the grass layer. And then we have a tiller and we are going to till this out because...
We need concrete.
We need concrete. No.
How many bags?
Bricks.
I know how many? 1,400.
Okay, good idea.
Probably.
Probably. But
Wait,
no.
an hour. Like 1, 2, these many hours, these many.
Okay, I'll tell them later.
There's a hole.
Okay. Hello you guys and welcome back. If you missed it, we have been completely making over the side yard as part of our backyard edit series. Pretty much none of this was here before except for that viburnum right in the middle and a peony or two that we actually transplanted. But we have extended the gardens. We even built a garbage enclosure. I'll have the link down below for the playlist so you guys can watch the full series. We have done quite a bit of work out here, adding all of the new plants and the lattice. And my final part of this vision is for a brick pathway. I can never just keep it simple. You know, why not just have some grass and then be done with it? But we want to do and by we, I mean me and my husband said yes. We want to do a brick pathway. So today we are just starting to clear out the area for that. As you saw, my husband got started. I've been busy with some other things, like I said. And now I'm just planting up 2 new beautiful roses. I got these from heirloomroses.com and I will talk more about those later, but just getting those planted because I've had them sitting out for a minute and I'm just kind of sick of watering them in their cans. So getting that done and adding them to this space, I am very excited for everything to grow in and I will actually walk you through the whole garden in just a minute. But first, I just have to say thank you so much for tuning in. It means so much to me that you will spend some of your afternoon with our family. Make sure you give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe because you do not want to miss the grand reveal of this entire backyard space. Okay, before we jump into digging the pathway for the brick area, I just have to show you my lime lights are loving their life and they are growing so beautifully. So this should fill like this whole area here and kind of like hang over the bench is the hope. So when you're sitting down, it's like right beside you. But I was more of a broadleaf hydrangea lover just because that's the only hydrangea that I ever grew up with. But the way that these look like little butterflies is so cute. Jasmine's growing like crazy, so I think next year will be the first year that I actually have to prune this one. I'm kind of letting it go up and then come back down to kind of fill in some gaps at the bottom that I didn't cover as much as I maybe should have when I first did it. Also, a fly trap that works really well. I'll link down below. It's really gross. This hydrangea is growing as well. We've got a random branch that's growing a bit higher, but that's okay. The, what are they called? Peonies are hating their lives, probably getting too much sun. So far, evergreens are still evergreen. I'm just praying they stay that way. And then the jasmine, you guys, that I planted has already found its way up the wall. This is why I recommend this plant if you can grow it. I think it's only 8 to 10 growing zones, which I know is small, but if you can grow it, it's a phenomenal privacy plant. I mean, like, look how happy this thing is. And it's easy. Like, if you need to, you just prune it. You just trim off the top. It doesn't have any suckers that grow up. It's a star jasmine. Highly recommend. I have another one there that I honestly probably might take out just so we still have area for some roots, and this one might be enough, but we'll see. It's really slow growing. I don't know what's going on, what happened with that one. So anyways, and then I just planted my Moonlight and Paris roses. These I did order online and I got 2 of them. So there's one at the other end of the garden and they came with basically no, oh look, we have a bud. I hope that the June bugs don't find you because those are driving me nuts. All of my lavender is trying to die, which some of you warned me about. So we'll see. My daisy's doing all right. We've already had a bunch of the bugs try to flew in my mouth. Flowers come off. My viburnum is having a great new growth. My hosta is starting to hate its life too because it's getting a little too hot. More daisies. The other Moonlight in Paris. This lavender seems to be okay, and this peony is okay because it's getting more shade. So I might just need to maybe in the fall transplant that peony. And then we've got Brad working hard.
Hello.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. And then my other Limelight Prime and then the hosta that we planted in front of it's doing great. I do want to get 2 more of the same and not transplant, but 2 more of the same on the opposite side so we can have that be big and beautiful, and then maybe some ground cover, and then that guy just doesn't really know how to live its life, so we might get rid of that. Slugs have gotten into my garden and eaten, oh yeah, actually I don't think I said that. I used to have delphiniums on the opposite side of the bench, if you guys remember, and slugs ate them twice. I tried 2 times and the slugs got them, and the slugs are getting these. So a lot of you said to put down a beer can like at the base and dig out a hole, like dig a hole, put a tuna can, fill it with beer, and then see, like, look, I have slug traps, like the slug stuff, and they're not eating it. But put that down there, and even did diatomaceous earth. Eggshells you guys recommended, but apparently they'll climb in the beer and drown themselves, so love that for them. And then dianthus, I did have 3. I'm pretty sure the other 2 died. I don't know why. This one's living, so it's staying. Again, beautiful lime lights. Oh my goodness. Look at that pretty daisy. Only dianthus that's still left living. I'm just nervous. But like, this is why I want it to live, is because this pop of blue in this garden is stunning. This lavender, it hasn't quite decided if it wants to give up on life yet. And then I did just buy this lavender over here, same thing. Not sure if it wants to stay with us or not. But yeah. And then my Rose of Sharon. We've had so many beautiful blooms on this. Love it. I did find a garden bench for $60 at Home Sense. And this is so pretty. It has some pretty detail in there. And then I just bought 2 phlox today. And I probably should have got 3. And I knew I should have got 3, but I didn't. So I'm thinking about putting one like at the corner here, because it'll fill in this space. And then when that grows above it, this will be nice at the bottom, because they do grow. I think they grow like 3 feet or something bigger than I thought. Oh no, 12 to 18 inches. Okay, and 2 feet wide. So not as big as I thought. So anyways, but I got 2 of them. And I'm gonna look at the sun again, because I was thinking about tucking one when you first walk in. The corner back there needs something, but I think it needs more shade. So I don't know, I just saw them and they were so pretty. And phlox is something that came up a bunch when I was researching plants, and you guys recommended it as well. So I got those. They are 2 different varieties, but they're very similar. So I think if I planted them beside each other, it wouldn't matter, but I don't know. Anyways, I just want to give you an overview of how the garden's doing. We're about 50% success rate, I'd say. Maybe 75. I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. So yeah, so I had the delphiniums here, and the dang slugs. They just ate them way too fast. I don't think I even want to try again, because it was a nightmare. I do have an extra one just in case, but I'm really hoping this one makes it, because I love it. But I'm procrastinating. Brad has gotten all this grass up here, and then we're going to continue to get the grass up here, and then we've got a tiller from a friend that we're going to see if it will help us kind of get the dirt up more. I don't know if it's strong enough, but just because our dirt is so dry, this is clay, and we have had no rain, you guys. That's been the other hard part about having this garden. I think I complained about the rain because I was like, I can't do work, and now I'm like begging for rain, because having to come out here and just constantly water. I know I need a drip system. I have not fully looked into that yet, but it's been a lot. We really, and just in general, I'm thinking about all these beautiful big trees. I'm like, they need rain. So anyways, that's how the garden's looking. I'm procrastinating, and we are gonna get to work. Let's do this. Let's get digging, let's get digging. Get it, Okay, you guys, before we go any further, I feel like I owe an explanation for what's happening, because I think I mentioned to you guys that I was planning on getting a skid steer for this area because I knew this was going to be a pain in the butt. That brick area was a pain in the butt, but this is double that, and then a little, maybe a little bit more, maybe just double. But we have had a drought. We are, like, this is rock solid. There is rocks mixed into this mess. And so I knew, I was like, I want to get a skid steer and I want to get a dumpster, because when we did the brick area, we just put the dirt at the back of the yard, and I've always just wanted it cleared out. I don't want it there. And so I thought, okay, for this one, we'll get a dumpster. We'll fill it with that dirt and we'll fill it with this dirt. And then that way it's like not on our property and we don't have to worry about it ever again. However, my husband looked up skid steers and apparently nobody delivers. You like need a trailer to get them, which I kind of think is crazy. So I think we might try again just one more time, because there's no way we can dig up the patio area. This dirt, for the most part, is like clay and dirt. That is like 99% gravel. It's, you guys could see at the end when, because there's some of it here at the end over here, somebody just like laid gravel everywhere, and it's impossible to dig up. You're just hitting little rocks and you can't get a shovelful. It's infuriating. I told Brad, I was like, it feels like these people are gonna watch this video and be like, she doesn't know how to shovel, but like, it's just, there's so many rocks. So having an issue with the skid steer. And then the other issue was the dumpster. We called multiple places and they all said dirt's heavy, and one guy was like, you're gonna need 2. You can fill up half a dumpster and then we'll take it away and then you can get another one, which maybe that's common practice, but I'm like, but people literally have dumpster loads of dirt delivered. So like, what? And like, okay, let us just fill up half a dumpster. I don't even know. So it just has been like not as smooth as I wanted it to be, of yes, here's your skid steer. Because my goal was like, drop the dumpster off and we know we have the dumpster, we'll have the skid steer delivered, so we can just literally scoop the dirt, put it in the dumpster, and they can haul the dirt away. And then it was a lot more expensive than I was expecting. I was like, okay, like a couple $100s for each, but like it seems like it's gonna be more than that. So I don't know, this is just, it's not good. And so then Brad's like, no, like let's just start, like, you know, positive attitude. But like, I know what this is entailing, and it just doesn't make sense. I'm like, this is not worth our time to hand dig this. Like, it's so dry that you can't get anything in, and like, sure, we could probably put a hose on it, but like, it's not doing much. This is clay soil. So my friends let us borrow their tiller, which is like a garden tiller, and it's battery powered and it's good, but Brad was so confident. He's like, no, like it's working, and like, look, it's getting dirt. I'm like, Brad, it's going like an inch every 5 minutes. Like, I'm very appreciative to use it, but like, this is not smart. It's just not a smart use of our time. And I told him, I was like, I don't want to dig this dirt out for 4 days and then be dead by the end of it. Like, it doesn't make sense. And I was hoping to do 4 inches of gravel for my base layer, but because we have clay, it's recommended 6 inches of gravel, just because of shifting with clay and stuff. And, you know, I have used those. I did use the pads in the brick area, and I totally stand by those, and I think they would work. They're just expensive, and I just want to do it like the way that it's always been done. I think that products can be made and they can be great, but like that product hasn't been tested over 100 years, whereas there's still cobblestone streets and, you know, brick paver pathways in Europe and stuff like that, because they were done the right way. And yes, of course, over time, there's going to be still some settling and shifting and roots and that kind of thing. But I just feel like a base layer of gravel is going to be the longest and just the most natural material, and it's less inexpensive than those paver panels. So all that being said, that was a long-winded way of saying this isn't working. So for right now, Brad is gonna go, we're gonna stop, have some lunch. Brad's gonna go and get the heavy-duty tiller that we did use in the brick patio area. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we did this brick patio area over here last year. There's so many issues with that, but it worked out. I just had it planned in my head of like, I know this is gonna be hard and we're gonna do it the right way. And it's just, we were just hitting roadblock after roadblock, and it's frustrating me. Trying not to get frustrated, but I am frustrated right now. So for right now, for today, because I do want forward motion, I do want a video for you guys for this Sunday. I do want to show that I'm trying to get this area done. He's gonna go rent the tiller from Lowe's, the big one, and that should help us kind of move this dirt along a little bit more. I even said, I was like, what if we just like hired a company to do the digging part? Because they would have the machinery, they would have the dumpster, they could take the dirt, like, you know, price that out. And even if it's the same price as what I originally thought for like renting and dumpster ourselves, like, I don't know. So yeah, just a bummer, a bummer, a bummer, a bummer. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna go take some lunch. We'll reconvene. I'm excited, it's gonna look good, but this part's hard. This is not nice soil. Another day in paradise.
Every day with you is paradise.
Oh, babe, let's go on a date. I'm just gonna chalk it up to he didn't hear me. So Brad, if you wanna go on that date, just let me know, I'm ready. So I decided to work on this little path area over here because I just figured that I needed to do something. I don't know if you can quite tell, but I am lacking motivation. I think my mental state when I just realized like this feels very pointless the way that we're doing it, I just kind of lost all enthusiasm. So anyways, Harvey though, he was right beside me and trying to keep us going. Brad is working on a route. There's actually a lot of roots in this area. So we've been told before that there used to be beautiful gardens back here. I do have a crepe myrtle that is a volunteer and it is growing up in the backyard and it's growing really quickly and it is beautiful. I'm so excited because I didn't have to pay for it. But yeah, apparently there was like rose gardens and obviously trees, but these roots are coming all the way across this whole area. So it just makes me wonder, I feel like there probably was like a big, beautiful tree at some point. And then look at what we discover in the dirt. Found the brick pathway. We've already got a couple bricks here.
And there's one right here.
There is. So cool. Harvey, scoop that one up so I can get on camera, then I'll turn it on.
Where? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't.
You see? Let me try really quick.
No, Dad
I'll
can.
get it from the bottom here. Sideways. Crazy. Spare you having to listen to the machine, but you guys look, we ended up finding a bunch more bricks, not entire pathway, but we did find several more bricks in the ground. This is now my chariot. This thing was actually very easy to maneuver and it swiveled very easily. It was actually surprising. It took a little bit of a learning curve to figure out how to use it, but I ended up actually loving it. I did most of the work because I actually just really enjoyed it. So we ended up finding one at Lowe's. I don't know what happened, but Brad had looked it up and it said online that our local Lowe's didn't carry one or something about like they couldn't deliver. And so we were just really bummed out. But then when he went to return the little tiller that did absolutely nothing. They didn't have the big one in stock, so we had to get the little one. He asked, and they said, oh yeah, we've got a skid steer and it's on a trailer, so you just need to have a truck, or you can rent one of the Lowe's trucks. And so our lovely neighbor, who you guys saw in one of those clips, he actually has a truck, and so he allowed us to hook it up to his truck, and we were able to use it for our space, and he actually ended up using it for some of his space. So it worked out really well. But you guys, look, it's actually happening, and like actually using this thing and even digging it up and carrying the dirt out, like there's no way we could have done this by hand.
All right, so you guys can see here, Courtney and I have started to pave this way out. So this is where we're gonna have a brick pathway. I don't know if Courtney showed you guys, but it's gonna come all the way down here and lead into the backyard. It's gonna be probably a little bit bigger than this section, or maybe just the size of this section, I guess. But we are trying to get it down because we need like 7 inches or 9 inches, something like that, in order to be able to put bricks in a nice pathway. So I think this section looks pretty good. Yeah, we gotta get out of the way in a second. Mom's coming back. This section needs some more work and a little spot up there, but we're getting pretty close. Here she comes.
Sorry for all of the voiceovers, you guys, but it was way too loud. There's no way we could have done much talking, and we were on a limited time frame to get as much done as possible. And look at this. So there was a tree to the left of where this pergola is going to be, but this was a root. It's a tree branch. There was 2 of those in the ground. There's no way. There's no way. I would have died. I would have died digging, and I would have told you guys, too bad, so sad. Like, this isn't happening. There will be no pergola. So extremely happy that we rented this, and I may have been a little bit I'm gonna have a little bit too much fun with the skid steer, but this is where the pergola area will be, and it's gonna be brick base as well. And so that's why we also have to dig this area out, and I kind of jumped into it without really explaining or doing anything, but again, on a time frame. This was so much fun.
Come see the mess. Guys, come see the mess.
Yep, mess indeed. But a good mess, you guys. Okay, it's really bright, but all right, we have our path dug. It is very bright. It's not 100% level yet, but We just did what we could do as amateurs. Extreme amateurs. Is there a word below amateurs? I don't know. But then I also got carried away. Not carried away. I mean, I knew I was going to do it, but I just immediately started doing the area for the back pergola. So this is going to have stairs here, so that's why we didn't go all the way. So stairs, and then I do have to, we're going to do new stairs there and new stairs here.
Why?
And then there'll be a little bit of a bump out for where it meets. And then the reason why over here looks a little bit crazy is because I totally forgot while I was digging that this, basically this line is going to be the second part of our patio that's going to have the sod and the pavers. And so I don't need to dig as deep. Sorry, I've got air conditioning going, I've got laundry going. It's a little bit noisy out here as always. But anyway, so I'm gonna have to level all this out. But basically I feel like hopefully, if I did it good enough, I feel like I did 90% of the work with our machine. I know a lot of you are gonna ask, we did unfortunately have to put the dirt in the backyard. And the reason being for that is because I looked up dumpsters. I mean, there's a whole bit in caboodle about what I could go into and explain. So there's a whole story behind all of this. And the excavator was last minute. I was trying to set it up for weeks, but it ended up being a last minute thing. And then the dumpster, same thing. I was trying to have it organized where we'd have a dumpster come and the excavator so I could just put dirt in the dumpster and get it carried away, because I do not want that pile of dirt in my backyard. It's kind of driving me nuts. Harvey loves it, but it's driving me nuts already. And I knew that it would, but long story, whatever. But we did call some dumpster places, and a lot of them said because dirt is so heavy, well, one of them said because dirt is so heavy, we'd have to get 2 dumpsters and fill it halfway. I was like, I don't have $1,000 to get rid of this dirt. So anyways, because like that money is going towards the pergola. Like we want to do the pergola, we want to do the shed, we want to do the stairs. Like I need that money. So I was like, you know what? This is the worst case scenario, but I just was like, I'm going to put it in a pile back there. And then maybe one day I can pay someone or ask Brad as my Christmas gift to like wheelbarrow it out of here, or even someone could get like a crane over the fence and like take it. I don't even know. It's tomorrow's problem, which is not ideal, but I tried in advance and it did not work out. So anyways, all that being said is that we have our pathway ready-ish. I'm gonna level it out a little bit better. This one's more level than this one. This one, I was in a bit of a time crunch. We had, again, it was last minute for the excavator. It was kind of like the only day I could do it. Otherwise it wasn't gonna happen for a few more weeks, and I just like, I need to keep moving on this. I want to enjoy this. And so, yeah, we had to return the excavator. So I did what I could, but this will definitely need a little bit more help in the leveling department. But there is no way that we could have hand dug this area. Absolutely not. Also, can we just like fair pass a little bit? No. There's no way. Insane. It was insane. Just trying to dig for that like hour and a half that we did and got nowhere, like not even a chance that was happening. So highly recommend. I think it was $330 to rent it from Lowe's, and we got it for 24 hours, so we could have done more. We could have had it for longer, but we had to let it go at 3 o'clock because of, we shared with a friend and we had things to do and blah blah blah. So anyways, you guys were like, wait, like what? Like I'm giving you half stories, but I'm just saying that I did want this planned out a little bit better than it was, but it is what it is, and I'm very grateful. Regardless if we have a big dirt pile, and my son is getting extremely dirty when I said please don't touch the dirt because we have lunch plans. I'm very grateful that he's enjoying the dirt, and I'm very grateful that this is dug and that we have a starting point. So I know this was a shorter video, but I just wanted to kind of keep you guys in the loop as to what's going on. I am also working in the kitchen. If you guys saw my video last week, I'll link it down below if you didn't. My kitchen was overwhelming me, and I decluttered, and I told you the beadboard, I just wasn't in love with it, and so I actually, while I was waiting for stuff to happen out here, I jumped into a project. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have already seen it at Heart and Home Crew. But if you haven't, well, you have to wait till I share it. I'm not sharing it just yet. But I've also been doing that in between this project. So been busy and it's all good. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys and keep you in the process of what's going on. And then, so next we are going to get this completely leveled out like we need it to. And then I'm hoping to have a load of rocks dropped off this time. I'd really like to not have to go and get individual bags from Lowe's because I feel like it would be more expensive, and I also feel like I'd be wasting a lot of plastic, and that's a lot for me to have to do. So I'm hoping we can just get some rocks. We do have to go 6 inches down. I believe I told you guys that. So that's why we had to dig so deep. But yeah, it started. It's gonna be messy until I can get it done. That's also the scary part, is like my backyard stays like this until I finish it. Like you see some people, I mean, I know you guys follow a lot of DIYers, but you see some people who are like, oh, I'm doing a project, and like the crew comes and does it. And it's like, I'm the crew. Like, the only way that this gets fixed is if I fix it. So Lord, keep me healthy, keep me strong, keep me motivated. If you guys can pray all those things with me, that'd be great. But anyways, I've rambled too long now. I thoroughly hope you guys enjoyed watching us on the skid steer. I will say really quick, oh, I left my tripods out here. I will say really quick that it is very easy to move. Your brain just has to like remember, like the left one goes back, forward, right, left, and the right one is what operates the bucket, which is fine. Like it's actually very simple to memorize, but it actually is very agile. Like it's crazy how just like a little touch and it was like, woo, woo, like going right and left. So I had to be really careful with that to like not knock stuff over, and maybe went a little bit too fast sometimes. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you're thinking of this crazy backyard situation. And I will see you guys next Sunday at 2 p.m. And I pray to God that we're gonna be laying some bricks next week. All goes well, we should be. All right, love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys.